face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Suns, not going to be an easy one for them. We know about the struggles they've had of late, and having to deal with the back end of the back-to-back is never fun.
And the Clippers starting five. Harden and Beal are the backcourt. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. And it's Lopez in at center, locking down the middle. Look at the Lakers. A chance now for them to move to 2-1 in the NBA Cup group play with a win here tonight.
And, you know, I think if they want a chance to move on to the knockout round, I think they've probably got to win out. So it starts tonight here at home.
And as for the Clippers, they won their first two games of group play. Can they make it 3 straight here tonight on the road?
And it won't be easy, but the motivation level is high. This is what the league wanted in creating the Cup, making these early season games matter.
With it, now guarded by Harden scanning the floor. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on MP.
You know, over time, Harden has really mastered the pump fake. Amazing watching him continue to trick the defense time and time again.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, this supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a night.
Outside, Beal. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside, Leonard. Back to Harden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Harden's got 5 now.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last 3 go. Way too competitive for that.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The 3 from Harden. Rebounded by the Lakers. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And it's good for 2.
Hachimura really thrives in that mid-range area.
Clippers trail by 4. On the wing, Jones. Up top, Leonard. Shoots over James. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Leonard, the
3
pass
turnovers in the first quarter.
And the layup's good off the glass.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Here is Harden. This game he had 28 points.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins, signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A veteran-heavy roster. Thank you for the update, Shams. In the forward positions, James and Hachimura. Luka Luka Doncic's out there with MP. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Lopez up top. He's covered by Ayton. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jones for 3, and James pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical. Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Ayton sets the pick for MP. Pass to Doncic. And here is MP.
Passing it to the open guy.
Back to Hachimura. And Jones sends it back. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers ahead, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule. And that is a wrap. Now let's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Austin Reeves really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So for the Clippers right now, out on the perimeter, we'll see Beal and Leonard. Brook Lopez is out there with Jones, and it's Harden in at the 1. As James Harden's career has gone on, Clark, he has crept his way up the all-time scorers list.
Yeah, it's kind of been a low-key stealth march, if you will. I mean, as long as he stays healthy, I think he's going to end up cracking the top 10 in all-time assists and maybe even go higher up that list.
Ayton a screen. Here's MP. Lopez with the steal. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Pass to MP. To the inside. Ayton. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight. At the top of the key, Lopez. And stolen by MP. James kicks to MP. Pass to Hachimura. Lakers working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Reeves. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you.
And looking to protect it. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Lakers, #1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Beal finds Leonard. Over MP. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
Kawhi Leonard has had great momentum on offense here. He's making moves with no hesitation.
And here's MP for 3. And again, no good by the Lakers. Beal dishes to Harden. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Leonard. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. LeBron with a screen on Harden. MP passes to LeBron. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yes, we're winning. Dude, I want to win a game so bad.
Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. And it's MP in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Lakers leading by 3. MP right side. Elbow shot. Rebound by the Clippers. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Cleared away by James.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
MP. That triple is down the hatch.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
Harden with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Beal. The response triple. Answers back.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
Here's MP. James outside. 5 on the clock. LeBron carving out space inside.
And you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
And there's the 3.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
No, wrong guy, man.
And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Oh, Harden pressing the action.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
LeBron is screen on Harden. And stolen by Leonard. Nobody's stopping Kawhi on that break.
Showing no hesitation and in a huge moment. Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
7 turnovers.
Here's
Wow.
Jones. Oh, the layup.
How do we
finish
not
off
block
an excellent
that?
lead pass.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Luka Doncic. He's checked in for DeAndre. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. That's off.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Harden with it. Defended by Reed. Lopez fires. The 20-foot jumper. Good.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
MP against Harden. pulls it down. On offense, here are the Clippers. Outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run. And he banks the layup in.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Harden. So the Clippers with the win. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing